Willie presents Living with a Disability. Hi guys, how you doing? It's Willie and I'm back with Living with a Disability. Now last time we talked about my surgery history. Today we're going to talk about some of the obstacles that I overcome. And real quick guys, I just want to send a real big thank you out there. Cause right now, of course I know I've been pushing up there every time I've been clicking on it, but we're sitting at 20 views on that one video. So thank you for part 1. This will obviously be part 2. So let's talk about my first wheelchair. My first wheelchair was what they call a dynamo. The biggest obstacle that I had was getting to learn how to drive that thing. Because you either have 3 options of wheelchairs that you can have as far as the turning circle goes. You can have front steer, which means the front driving steer. You can have mid steer, which means the middle driving steers, which is what I've been used to all my life. And then you have back steer, which means the back steers and drives. So yeah, and basically, that was just getting used to how it steering drove. After a couple of times of running over people's toes because I was a little kid, I thought it was funny. But I soon learned a 3 to 4 pound wheelchair, which is what I was in at the time, hurts. So I don't want to be running into people. My second thing is, I'm sure you guys get it a lot if you are in a wheelchair, is be told you can't do something. Guys, I'm here to tell you, as long as you got a family to back you up, you guys can basically do anything you want to. Heck, I've flown in a helicopter. Yes, my mom had to pick me up out of my wheelchair, set me up in the helicopter, but I flew in a helicopter. So that is one thing I like to do every year, is to fly in a helicopter. So I guess what I'm telling you guys is, whoever says you can't do this, no, it's not that you can't do it, it's just that they won't take the time to help you do it. Guys, you can do anything you set your mind to. Okay, now let's talk about my second wheelchair I had. The first wheelchair, I said, was about 300 pounds. It went about 2 miles an hour. My second wheelchair was what they called a Quantum 600. It weighed about 400 to 500 pounds and it went about 5.5, 5.5 miles an hour. The wheelchair that I'm in now, which is the one we're going to be talking about most of this episode, is a 500 pound, where it's about 400, 420, somewhere around there without me in it. But with me in it and loaded down with all the stuff I need for college and stuff, it's about 520. So yeah, it's not like it is a Permobil M300. I'll show you a picture, guys, so I'll insert it right here. So, yeah. this wheelchair, spec the way I have it spec now, it's a manual drive, so that means it turns and drives by the middle tires. It's got 2 independent motors. Most of your wheelchairs will have 2 independent motors. One to drive the right side and one to drive the left side. If you turn your joystick to the right, what happens is your right motor locks up and your left motor engages and spins. Now, if you want to turn left, it's the exact opposite. If you're turning left, what you do is you turn left on the joystick. Your left motor locks up and your right motor spins. So I know that can be confusing to most people. But like I said, this vlog is going to be full of pictures. So I'm sure any of the questions that you all have will be answered in this video. I might say vlog right there, but I meant video. So, in place, if you guys have any other questions that you want to ask us, there's a Facebook page in the description that y'all can ask me any questions that you want to. So, this wheelchair, spec the way I have it now, cost my insurance about $30,000. I think I talked about it a little bit in the first episode, but this episode we're going to go more in depth. And I'm pretty sure that I talked about the light kit costing $1,000. Okay, so we're not going to go into much detail about that, but if y'all are interested, just message me or go back and watch the first one. It's in the playlist called Living with a Disability, if y'all want to watch it. So, yes, let's see, $30,000. So it's got 2 dry cell batteries that runs it. And they're not like regular car batteries. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. I'll see if I can find a picture and put it here. So, yeah, I've got the LED screen monitor on it that's got the headlights, flashers, turn signals, your modes, which is for your hydraulics. Because guys, if you didn't realize it, these wheelchair in my Quantum 600 came with an option for a tilt feature. Now, if you're not in a wheelchair, but I'm sure most of you guys watching this can agree with me that are in a wheelchair, we sit in this thing like it's our job. We are in a wheelchair for a good 10 to 12 hours a day. So basically, this wheelchair has a button called Mode, M-O-D-E, and that's for my hydraulics. Now, this wheelchair, it's got the, let's see what it's called, dude. Give me one sec. I think it's called, give me one sec here, guys. But anyways, it's, your feet, that tilts. And this wheelchair has an option too. So, yeah, I will just call it the feet. I know the wheelchairs have no name for it, but if you guys didn't know this model, which is the M300, is a Swedish made wheelchair So some of these names I got on it does not make sense. And yes, I do live in the US for anybody that's wondering. So I just call it different things. Now my screen has has my power, um, my mileage. I'm at 765 miles on my wheelchair. This wheelchair on a full charge goes 6.5 mile area in fifth gear. So let me explain the gearing. You have a choice of 5 gears on any given wheelchair. Now it depends how fast the company has your wheelchair turned up. Like fifth could be like 2 mile area for you. But if you have the company turn it all the way up, fifth is the maximum that you all can get. Now for this setup that I'm running right now, it runs 6.5, which is flat out. So this motor cannot be turned up anymore. It's also got the pressure on the joystick. So basically how hard you push it forward and backwards. Sorry guys if I'm messing up a lot trying to do this all in one cut. Profile. Let's talk about profile. Again, I'll see if I can find a picture of the joystick that I'm running to get you all a real good detail. But profile has 2 different options. An indoor option, which basically slows the wheelchair down more. Think of it as this. You've got different stages on your car. Now, here's a better example. You got different tunes you can put on a car, right? One is just a cruise in town tune, which goes slower. It saves more gas. Same thing on this one. When you're inside the doors of a house, or you in a workplace, or whatever, you can hit mode and it'll drop it down that slower tune, so that way your motors are not pushing as hard and you're not using that much battery even though you're in the same gear. Now if you hit mode again, which is the mode that I run in, it says number 2, normal. So yeah, that is basically the mode that I run it in myself, just because I'm used to running it and I can make it look like I'm running it in first gear when I'm in fifth gear. And then what rounded out the controller, it has your speed up and slow down buttons, and then it has turn signal for the left, turn signal for the right, and then your joystick. Now some wheelchairs may not have this option, but what I have is called a swing away controller, which I'll try to find a picture for y'all on this one as well. But basically what that means, it's on a bar that can pivot. So right now I've got my joystick set right next to my leg, which is easy, and I can reach it to drive it like that. So going from the controller back to the computer to run the motors. My Quantum 600, it used to be a real big power cable, but M300, it basically just is maybe a half, well, I can even go a half inch cord, maybe a 9/16 cord. It may be even smaller than that, but that runs all the way from the back of the controller back to where it plugs in to run the motors. Now let's talk about a safety feature that this one has versus all the other ones. Let's say you get around a kid that isn't used to a wheelchair and you're afraid that he's gonna bump the controller and maybe go crazy with it and you don't want nothing to happen. This wheelchair has a fuse on the back of it. Again, guys, I'll try to find a picture that you can just pop that fuse out and it will cut all power to the wheelchair. The charger to this particular wheelchair is like a mini car battery. Matter of fact, you can see it sitting right there. I will insert a better picture so you guys can have better viewing experience. Right. With the mini car charger, as I like to call it, and with the battery style that I'm running, it depends how I drive it, but I can get anywhere from 4 if I drive it calm and collected to 6 mile an hour, which I usually never do. I'm usually in second gear, which is normal mode for this thing. I can get anywhere from 3 to 5 mile an hour. So, yeah, if you drive it calm and collected, which I never do, you might be able to squeeze another mile or two out of it. But if you drive it like I do, which is full throttle all the time, you guys will be not keeping your batteries as long as you should. Which I don't know about you guys, but I've bent my caster shafts and everything else. So yeah, unfortunately that's all we've got for this episode. That's all we got time for because I'm already over 20 minutes. And usually I like to keep these videos about 15 minutes. So in the next episode, this will be a two-parter, so this will be part 1. I'll talk about my seat design more in depth. So yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. I'm out for now. Subscribe and like us on Facebook down below. Catch y'all later.